If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you need any code cards, make sure you check out Potown Store for automatic email delivery and use code Tablemon for 5% off all your purchases. If you're from Europe, mealybotsgaming.com is a great option to get your cards from. They have all sorts of sealed products, merchandise, and all the sets available from Pokemon Sun and Moon upwards, including the latest Hidden Fate set. Don't forget to use Tablemon code when checking out to get a further 5% off from your final purchase. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2020. Thank you so much for joining me once again. We are going to be playing the top 16 Quagsire deck, which, just as the previous Malamar deck, this one is your usual Quagsire engine, I guess, with a small twist of having the double KYUREM. Call Forth Cold allows you to search your deck for a water energy and attach it to the Pokemon and then shuffle your deck. So if you start with it, you're actually able to pressure with a turn 2 Hail Prison, and Hail Prison allows you to discard 2 water energy from this Pokemon and your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. So with energy per turn or even just 2 Naganadel and a single Quagsire, you are actually able to get enough energy into play to use an attack continuously despite the discard. Double Keldeo and Magic Arm Whaler GX helps out the deck. The double Keldeo means that if you prize 1 Keldeo, you can't create these scenarios where double Keldeo just outright wins you some matches, so that is a big deal. But I guess it only happens, like prizing 1 Keldeo is only 10% of the time, prizing 2 is 1% of the time, so it's a worthy risk. Our 4/4 line, with the Ditto, we have our Dedenne, just in case of emergency, and we have our 4 Cynthia, 4 Lily, and 1 Erikas. Rest of the deck is pretty standard, so let's jump into ladder and let's check out if we can get a couple of wins here. Ironically enough, in the previous video featuring Malamar, we beat a Quagsire deck. Now we're up against a fire-based deck, which is always something nice to see when you're playing Quagsire. Definitely something nice to see. And this hand especially is actually really nice. Starting the KYUREM is pretty cool, and then we even get to basically our full setup, honestly. So I'm gonna Pokecom the Poipole. I could just Lily for 8, but I feel like Lily for 7 is still pretty good because next turn I'm gonna want a Quagsire. If off of the Lily I get a Quagsire, I'll be pretty happy. So I can just have the Quagsire already in my hand. Right? It's almost like I'm lilying for 8, except I get to choose one of the cards that I get to keep. So I feel like a lot of people would be tempted to just put this back and then have like triple Poipole with the Wooper here, but it seems like overextending just a little bit. So not the best follow-up so far. I would have loved a second Wooper. Definitely not going to follow this, like I'm not going to data change here. Now all I need is a Naganadel to be able to get the turn to KO on the Volcanion, which I think is pretty cool. But we'll finish the Reshi, we'll play the power plant, we'll attach the stadium, and then we'll get going. I'm feeling very confident though. With this turn 1, I'm feeling very confident right here. Definitely very confident. Alright. So hopefully the deck allows us to find, I mean, the Magic Arm Whaler worth it. I guess it's not worth the risk. At this point, Power Plant stops my Dedenne anyways. We do get the Naganadel. We don't, however, get energy to attach for turn though. And that, my friends, is going to be a problem. Yeah, I'll bench the Wooper. If I lose a KYUREM, it's no big deal, I think. I don't want to bench a Keldeo. I'd rather save that for later, and then I'm gonna go Call Forth the Cold. Really sad that we didn't get a Stadium or an Energy. That was much easier to find than the Naganadel, but oh well. Oh well, tease. And we might just be up against, well, we saw the colorless, right? So this deck definitely has Lugia GX in it. Getting damage for 110, not the biggest of deals. My opponent has a very underwhelming turn 1 and turn 2 with no supporter. Next card was the energy I needed, so that's pretty sad. This is looking pretty okay though. This is looking pretty okay so far. We'll get the other Naganadel, get back the energies right away. And then I kind of think, like, would we be able to attack with Magic of Weather next turn? Doesn't really matter, no. Quagsire can get the knockout on the Reshi, so we are good to go here. And double Quag is better than single Quag. Look at how happy he is. I pulled a shiny Whooper from some packs I opened from this set, the Hidden Fate set. Such a cool set. All the cards look so beautiful. Part of me wants to collect all of it, but it's so expensive. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. For me, at least. Right, so top deck the other Volk. Attaches to the active, which I disagree with because you have knockout with Outrage, so why not invest the energy to the bench? My opponent is just really mad at that KYUREM. Decides to completely get rid of it. So we'll just promote the Quag and get this KO. And that should be game over, honestly. That should be game over. I'm not even gonna bother benching the Keldo. If I can play the non-GX game, that's even better. I don't mind giving my opponent this stadium. It's really not a big deal. It really isn't. I'd rather just keep attaching energies for myself. Basically, one extra energy for my opponent won't change the terrible situation he's in. But extra energy for me will always benefit me, so I'd rather play to win rather than to not help my opponent, right? There are other situations where it will matter and that one energy could be game changing, but definitely not when I'm about to go so far ahead and my opponent's gonna get wiped off the field. No energy in play, no Rishis are in play, and unfortunately not a single supporter played for my opponent so far. So that's pretty lucky on my part. This is already a bad matchup, a really bad matchup for him, and then to not draw a single supporter is just very awkward. Top decks the Quagsire, and I didn't mean to send that because he got the Quagsire. I meant to send that because of the way this game has played out. Those have access to energy, will be able to get a Cherish Ball, but realistically, what can my opponent expect from the next few turns right here? Reinforce away an energy, grab another energy, double charging up, attach the Cherish Ball, and the Reset Stamp. Definitely the best cards, but with the engine that I already have, what does the Reset Stamp even do? Right? What does the Reset Stamp even do? And that's just icing on the cake for us. Yep. So this is gonna be a quick game over. My opponent trying to power up this Lugia to potentially get rid of some of my energies, or maybe even use Psychic, right? Maybe even use Psychic, not the biggest of deals. Touching energy there is just like a touching energy there, except you get to thin one more card. This guy is definitely going down, right? And then this is just completely and utterly broken for us. So I'll attach there. And then I feel like I'm gonna Lily, that way I have the guaranteed Cynthia. And this is just like, TCG really wants me to beat my opponent by a landslide. 190 HP is annoying. Right, 190 HP is actually annoying. It's fine. Hydro Pump. If he GXs me, that's fine. He probably won't. Probably won't. If he knocks me out, that's also fine. Partial Arts Dojo, attach return, custom Venture for 2. Looking for that welder so that he can potentially knock me out. Decides to pass though. Decides to pass, and then, like I said, PCGO just really wants me to beat this person. And we'll Hydro Pump for the win. I actually could have just knocked this guy out by transferring the energy on my field. I could have looked for more energy. So it was in a 100% secure scenario. Alright, so let's find another game after that really straightforward pummeling of my opponent. Alright, so let's play. See what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. So we are going second. Nice leaves and deck box from the Elite Trainer box. Actually do look pretty nice. They actually do look pretty darn nice. Alright, so no reason. Oh, I'm going first, never mind. So my opponent won the coin flip but let me go first? Is that what happened? Did I miss something? Alright. Okay, so this start is not the greatest because of my supporter. I do want to grab an energy though, so I think the sacrificial card. Well, I have the Dene. What am I saying? I have the Dene. Well, do I though? Do I have the Dene? That's the question. If I have the Dene, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm playing to win, right? I'm definitely playing to win, so I'm just gonna bench, 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 and then I'll change. Don't mind having the Dene. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. Again, another dead draw situation with absolutely no evolutions to accompany it. So that's gonna be rough. No reason not to bench this guy. This is very rough now. We're in top deck mode on turn 1 after playing no supporter on turn 1. We have 8 potential top decks plus the Pokegears. I would just straight up Dede changes away to Cynthia and to Pokegear. That seems excessive. That actually seems very excessive. That seems extremely excessive. I mean, the fact that this ability rushes hard with Cynthia already means that my opponent's deck is just not the most standard one, right? Or optimal one. He really wanted to welder, I guess. Okay, so I'm very happy to see that. I feel like I'll thin 1 energy before I Pokegear. Did not realize, so I can't check to see if I would have hit something from the Pokegear or not. So in my initial hand, I whiffed a supporter. In my initial hand, I whiffed a supporter. In my follow-up Dede change hand, I whiffed a supporter. Now off of the Pokegear, you all saw it. Seems like my opponent is not in a great spot either. Gonna come down with the energy discards now. That Pokegum. So it doesn't change anything from my hand, right? It really doesn't. So I'm just gonna take this knockout. Well, then my opponent knocks me out. But not, at least I have my top deck and a prize card to get out of this situation. Well, that's not useful. GX KOs me, that's Not the end of the world. I mean, I definitely have a couple of turns I can just sacrifice Whooper and something. I definitely have a couple of turns I can do that. And we saw Ninetales, right? So, wait, what? He chooses not to? That seems like a mistake. That definitely seems like a mistake. A mistake which I can't capitalize from. That's the bad part. I can't paralyze him. Then I won't have another attack afterwards. And I'll be out of energies too. Man, what a weird game. What a weird game. I think I just passed here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I just passed. Not even worth going for Call Force the Cold, because then I'm thinning water, but I can still top deck, right? Okay, so now any supporter helps me to get a KO right now. Any supporter helps me, or literally any of my 4 Quagsires or my 4 Naganadels, because then I just go for the other one with Pokecom, and as long as my Viridian sticks, right? As long as my Viridian sticks. So maybe I should have played the Viridian, used it rather. Maybe I should have used the Viridian. Wait, what did he get with the Church? Oh, it doesn't say. Why wouldn't it say? Nope, just goes for a Flare Strike, okay. Alright, so I'll promote the Whooper. I have so many good cards I can top deck though. No, that's not it. That is actually not it. So if I ram, I still need the same amount of energies. Epic battle of decks right here. I just need my stadium to stick. I guess he's saving the GX for a potential Keldeo. Oh, you know what? He's playing Ninetales and Custom Catcher. I just realized. How do you even fit in? I guess he doesn't have Jirachi in the deck. I feel like that would be the explanation. Okay. Now, unless I top deck a supporter, whatever I top deck, I'm just gonna get rid of. And doesn't even take the knockout. He really wants to save the GX. Finally, thank you. Took you long enough. First supporter I'm going to play. First supporter I'm going to play right here. And this poor Regizard is about to go bye-bye. Alright, so yeah, I don't need Custom Catcher for sure. Evans is well played. I'll say well played back. Be a good sport. I'm not gonna get rid of the Lily right here. I could just I could have gotten rid. Yeah, not that guy. Start powering up some energies onto the board, some extra energies. Just making sure, right? Just double checking that I have just knockout on the Denny after this. And I'll wash out one. My opponent's only hope is that I forget how to do maths, which is probably not going to happen anytime soon. And Hydro Pump for 140 times 2, 280. I have enough energy, clearly, to KO that Detene. With enough Naganadels, I might have enough energy to just KO anything. So I'm gonna get an extra 80 damage to potentially to the active. That's gonna be it. There's the victory. There is the victory. Pretty good. So the deck flowed pretty nicely overall. The slow start we got was compensated by the slow start my opponent got. Pretty silly that in your starting hand and then in your dedicated change hand you don't find a supporter, and it took us a while, but because of my opponent's slow start, and I guess suboptimal deck build. Perhaps he just doesn't have Jirachis, we don't know. But definitely suboptimal build containing both Ninetales and custom catchers. It just didn't end up working for him against a very tough matchup anyways. So yeah, that will be all for me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.